Approve agenda. We need to approve minutes of 10:22 and 11:05. 3 is warrants. 4 is board liaison report. 5, new business, lister appointment, tree lighting discussion, executive loan agreement for Pownal landfill and amendment, update on Green Mountain Racetrack. 7 is public comment. Executive session contractual, executive session contractual, executive session personnel. And the board may be taking action in public session after the executive, which will be done via Zoom conference. The meeting will be muted during executive session and unmuted when the board comes back into public session.
Actually, that's not true this time. This time I'm gonna, because other people are remote, I'm gonna have to remove Cat TV and anyone else from the room. I'll put them in the electronic waiting room, and then
Okay.
I'll bring them back in.
All
Okay.
right. Okay. So I'll set, can I have a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Can I have a
I'll
second?
second. I'll second.
Bob,
Aye.
Mike,
Aye.
Angie, I.
Is
Aye,
okay, is that you, Jamie?
yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you turn on your camera? Let me see if I can.
Sorry, Jamie, I didn't realize that was you.
Yeah, we didn't.
There he is.
All right, so did Jamie say aye as well?
He did.
All right, thank you. All right, so approval of minutes, 10:22.
Make a motion to approve.
Can I have a second?
Second it.
Any discussion? Bob,
Aye.
Mike,
Abstain.
Jamie,
Aye,
Angie, I. Approval of 11:05. Can I have a motion, please?
Make a motion.
A
Second.
second? Any discussion? Bob,
Aye.
Mike,
Aye.
Jamie,
aye,
Angie, I. 3, warrants. Let me put my handy dandy glasses on here. Payroll ending 10/25 for $8,297.70. Payroll ending 11/1 for $8,006.04. Payroll ending 11/8 for $8,029.34. Accounts payable ending 10/30/20 for $25,996.81. And Green Mountain Power was $1,830.80. Pownal Valley Fire Department, which is the workers' comp insurance, is $1,293. William Barney, that's for winter sand, that's $11,472 for a total of $25,996.81. Accounts payable ending 11/6 for $10,423.15. Cat TV, $1,537.50. J Landscaping Company, that's the final lawn mowing, for $1,910. IRS for $2,555.49 for the total of $10,423.15. Accounts payable ending on 11/13/2020 for $37,487.39. Crack seal for Middle Pownal Road was $12,504.94. Scott Lee Morrison County Road repair was $2,525.00. And then for $1,295 is the Pownal Fire Protective Workman's Comp. And that total again was $37,487.39. Accounts payable ending 11/14/20 for $3,733. This is for the Pownal Not Meter Group and the Green Mountain Hoosick River Hydro. So that's $3,733.00. That's it. So can I entertain a motion, please?
Make a motion to approve the warrants.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Bob,
Aye.
Mike,
Aye.
Jamie,
Aye.
Angie, aye. Okay, moving right on to the board liaison report. Rebecca?
Okay, so first I'm going to go over some town hall items. So as you know, I've been digging into and organizing the numbers for our town hall project with the help of Linda and Tom Shuey. And we did make an announcement about this, but I'm going to say it again. We've discovered enough increases. Many of these are delays due to COVID and other, unforeseen circumstances, but we've discovered enough increases financially that it's clear we need to bring the bond back to the voters. We announced that last week, and also that we would have an informational meeting to go over the specifics of the project as they are now for the public on November 19th. However, I'm going to ask the board tonight. I don't think that's enough time for me and those helping me to be able to get true and accurate numbers. So I'm asking that we would move this meeting to December 3rd. I don't know if you want to just take action on that now, and you have to take action, or can you just reschedule it?
No, we can just
We're gonna
reschedule.
reschedule.
All right, if everyone's okay with that, I'd like to make it to December 3rd. That gives us what I'm going to talk about next, our little team. It gives us enough time to really get those numbers accurately.
Rebecca,
yeah.
Can I interject right here
Please.
for one moment? If, because we're going to delay that particular special meeting, could I ask the board if we could please hold a special meeting just for the Board of Selectmen for regular business on the 19th, because the following week is Thanksgiving. They don't want us to build up too much work. Is that agreeable?
I agree.
Have a plan.
I agree with that. That's a good idea. Thanks, Linda.
Yeah.
Okay, thank
So
you.
It will be regular, what day?
November 19th. Would you like to start at?
1 week from tonight, Angie.
Excuse me?
1 week from tonight.
What do you say?
I don't know.
Can't-
1 week from tonight.
Yes, 1 week
Yes,
from tonight.
Yes.
Yes. Would you like to start at 7 or earlier?
I'm okay with 7. Is everybody else okay with 7?
I'm
That's
good.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. Okay. go ahead,
Okay,
Rebecca.
so then the next thing is, I want to take an opportunity to introduce our concept for a new project management team for the town hall project. Mike, Linda, and I met with Messina Builders on Tuesday. Oh, also, just to back up, I spoke to our architect on Wednesday morning, and he had his last conversation with Mr. Moffat up at Fire and Safety, and he is good with all of our codes. So we are getting our permits. I know I keep saying that, but it's closer and closer every time. We're all buttoned up on all potential issues. And so anyway, we met with Messina Builders on Tuesday. They are still very much on board with the project, and they are also actively helping us get new estimates from their preferred vendors that they have good relationships with. And so that way we'll have additional and more current estimates that will help us develop that new budget that we need to develop. So the management team that we're proposing, and Mike, Linda, and I had a nice long talk about this, is that I would be taking the lead on the communication with the state and other important entities, like I've been doing pretty much. Linda is going to lead on organizing and understanding the estimates and the bids, et cetera. She's really good at organizing all that kind of information. Mike will be our select board contact and will be the one verifying all town hall related costs before they even hit the warrants. So that way we have an extra set of eyes on every invoice and expense that comes in for this project. Tom Shuey, who has lots of building experience, is going to consult with us on this front end before we break ground to make sure we're understanding all of the construction and builder needs. And then Messina Builders has agreed to play a more active role in getting everything organized. And they're basically going to act as project managers once we've broken ground, and we'll continue, but our team will continue to help them and make sure all the ducks are in a row and just just giving a lot of scrutiny to the whole process and making sure it goes smoothly and we have dotted all our I's and crossed all our T's. So lastly, the action I would like to ask for the board tonight on that is to approve some hours for Tom Shuey to help with this process. I don't anticipate many hours are needed, but I would like to start having a weekly meeting to check in on the project's process. This will ensure a streamlined process with full transparency and accuracy for all aspects. And so Tom would be there to make sure we're thinking about all the things we need to think about as far as building is concerned. Linda will be there. Hopefully Mike will be able to be there, at least via phone. And so, you know, just trying to make a more active process for this project. So
I would like to entertain a motion to give Tom Shuey, are you thinking like 4 hours extra?
yeah, 4 or 5 hours a week max, I think, like the maximum.
Okay. Can I entertain a motion on that?
That's at his present rate
Yes.
Yes.
for the town? Okay.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to approve Tom Shuey for an additional, we'll call it a max of 5 hours per week to work on the town hall project.
Okay, can I have a second?
I'll second it.
Any further discussion? Bob,
Aye.
Mike,
Aye.
Jamie,
Aye.
Angie, I. Okay, Rebecca.
Okay, a new historical grant came across my desk today. The BCRC alerted me, and I'm going to just go ahead and apply for it for the same information as for the church, just in case the other one doesn't come through. We can always withdraw our application if the first one is granted. So that's that. That's quick. My next thing I have on here is actually in the tree lighting discussion, so I'll hold off. The last thing that I wanted to talk about is we did receive communication from the BCRC today. The ACCD and the state of Vermont are really tightening their COVID regulations because of the uptick in cases. And because of that, they have reissued their updated workplace guidelines, and the BCRC has made a decision that they are no longer doing any in-person meetings unless absolutely necessary. So that appears to be the trend of what the ACCD is wanting towns to do. So in my report, I have a list of some of the most important regulations that they'd like to see. But what I'm asking the board to discuss, because I think we really need to do it now that we're entering into this new season, is to have a discussion about how we want to run the office here, where there's no space. It's very difficult to socially distance in here, and certainly we can't have. I know that we've closed the offices; the public are not supposed to come, or it's by appointment only. But you know, I know we've had some schedules in the past, and the other issue is apparently OSHA is starting to go and look at towns and other places and making sure that their sign-in sheets are being signed to make sure we're in compliance. So I just kind of want to talk about where are we going from here? How are we going to regulate these regulations? Are we going to continue going with, you know, alternate schedules? I'll let you guys discuss it, and then once that's done, I'd like to create kind of a one-page set of guidelines and make sure everybody, every department in town has it.
Yep, 100%.
I just want to add to this that I think Ellen just officially closed the office due to the tax collection the last few days. The front office still is by appointment, but we still have individuals that still seem to just show up. And it's kind of, whatever we do, it has to be the same for the whole building. And the select board are the folks that are really in charge of the building and whether it's opened or it's closed. So I just wanted to add that.
Okay.
So
I'm assuming that, I don't know, like who works when and whatever. I mean,
I think it's all over the place.
it's all over the place.
Right now, it's all over the place. Even though we have our whiteboard here and we try to somewhat follow it, as you notice, you'll see a lot of as needed.
Yep.
because I try to come to the office every day. I can't do my work without coming here.
Right.
So I need to feel that I can come
Mm-hmm.
without disruption in the office.
Right. You should be here answering the phones and stuff. You really should be.
You know, I have to come
Yeah.
every day at some point.
The other thing is that we did receive the laptops that we purchased through the Eldrick grant. So that's going to be zoning administrator, town clerk, treasurer, and the listers will all now have be able to work more from home with that resource. So there is, that might be able to give Linda more time to be here if other people have more access to be working at home. I don't know. Something to consider.
Okay.
I think we need to keep the front open by appointment, because there's a lot of, I think a lot of it is the real estate market. There's a lot of that that's driving. Right now, it's a hot market. People are closing all the time. I mean, I know from the zoning administrator standpoint, I did like 6 or 7 of them the other day. So I think we need to keep that part of it open. I think we need to be a little bit more diligent on who comes in while it's open. It needs to be pretty much pertinent town business, not a stop in doing hello type of thing. I'm not sure how much that goes on, but I think it needs to be pretty much pertinent, important business to come into the front.
Maybe a better closed sign on our back door would be helpful, like a proper closed sign, like $3 at Dollar General or something. Just, you know what I mean? So that way, because I know that Linda was saying that often what happens, she's sitting at her desk and she's all day, people knocking on the door saying, let me in, let me in. And so she can't focus and work.
I agree with you, Mike. I think we should leave the open for appointment only up front, and the back office is closed for personnel only. And I think that they need to, whoever it is, even if it's me or you, we need to contact Linda and ask if we can come in at a certain time. I mean, I only show up when she calls me and asks me to come. It's not like I stop by to talk or chit chat. Like today I had to come and sign warrants. I set up an appointment with her. I think that works best for everybody.
And I think the listers, I'm not sure how much the listers are doing right now.
The listers currently are working with the NEMRIC contract work.
Okay.
And, that kind of work gets scheduled, but I think the laptops and the cell phone will help in that area a lot.
Okay.
That didn't they just do a bunch of stuff electronically.
Basically 12 hours a week.
I think it varies.
If it's personnel only, people should be able to socially distance.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? If
Right.
it's only personnel, because everyone has their own
Right.
area.
And as far as the zoning administrator goes, as far as I'm concerned, in that capacity, with the laptop, if I have the town view on that, which is the goal anyway, the zoning administrator should be very limited on what I need to be in there for. And the other thing that I try to do is I try to go in nights and weekends anyways, a lot of times. I mean, I haven't been doing it as much recently, but I certainly can go back to that without a lot of trouble.
Okay.
Okay. So is that what we?
Yeah, I just wanted to be sure that we're good on like if it's personnel only, can people they can come
They can come.
during their scheduled hours? Like I don't think that we don't need to do this
Right.
if it's personnel only, correct?
Right. So
Everyone has a right to
so.
be here if you're personnel only,
Right.
unless
It
there's a.
depends on what's going on.
Okay.
I mean, this works. I'm more concerned that, we make sure that we're doing our sanitizing, et cetera, because we don't have anybody coming in here and doing
Right.
this for us.
Right.
It's our responsibility. It's left up to us to make sure that we're all doing it
Right.
Okay.
and to not let your guard down.
Okay. Is everybody comfortable with that?
Yes.
I just think that, all the staff needs a reminder that like that Rebecca is willing to write up and send out so that we're all on the same page, that this is what we're going to do going forward. We're all going to wear masks. We're all going to comply. We're all going to sign into the office.
Right. Exactly.
Right, especially if we could be audited by OSHA, that
Yeah,
feels like a big
we
deal.
do not need those issues.
Right. And that's for all the town facilities,
Yes, and it will.
Yeah, I would
protect
send
us.
it, yeah, this absolutely
Yes.
all across the
not just the
board.
town office, for
Yeah.
all towns
Mhm.
facilities. Okay, are we good on that? Do we need a motion or anything?
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
Okay.
No, I can just do it.
Any questions from anybody?
Nope, sounds good.
So Rebecca, were you done, hon?
I think so.
Well, yeah,
No,
I'm
okay.
coming back in at the tree lighting.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
sorry.
Okay, wow.
All right, so,
Lister appointment.
lister appointment, yeah. Did everybody read the letter from Dave Adams?
Yes.
Yes,
I have a letter here from Dave. He's like, please consider appointing me to the position of lister for the remaining open term. I have previously served on the town as following: school board, development review board, and internal audit. My most experiences include system engineer for the IBM Corporation, math and science teacher for junior and senior high, accounting services for commercial non-for-profit, religion, and cash-based organization. Can I entertain a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion?
I just have one question. What is the remaining open term that's up right now? Does anyone know?
I'm not, it may be a 3-year term, but it's only, this appointment is only good till March.
Okay,
Then that person has to get on the ballot.
okay,
Select board members can only appoint vacancies for the remainder of a 1-year period.
so, okay, so that answers my question. We can only, even though it says the remainder of the remaining open,
Yes.
if it was a 3-year term that wasn't filled, he wouldn't automatically finish out the last 2 years and.
No, they go back on the ballot.
Okay, but, okay, so that's fine.
Okay, so I have a motion and a second. So Bob,
Aye.
Mike,
Aye.
Jamie,
Aye.
Angie, I. Welcome aboard, David, and thank you. All right, moving on to tree lighting discussion.
Okay, so as you know, Joyce Held, head of the Pownal Historical Society, had a nice idea about this old spruce tree that was actually, it's in the original deed of, it's supposed to be the town green, and there's even language about this tree in the original town deed. I think that's pretty cool. And we're talking about getting lights for it and having a holiday tree lighting, because 2020 sucks.
Yes, it does.
Okay, so we were talking about trying to find a way to kind of bring the community together, and I went and did all the research on the ACCD site again. We are still good for outdoor gatherings with masks and social distancing of up to 150 people. So as long as, you know, we write up a little, this is how we're following guidelines, things, we can do it. She'd like to have it on November 28th at 5. So that's the fun, easy part. The other part is Mike offered to contact Green Mountain Power and see if they could turn electric on to the box that's right by the tree that was used for the well. Right, Mike?
Oh, yeah, Linda and I looked at that. Was it yesterday, Linda, or the day before? I don't remember.
Tuesday or Wednesday.
So Linda and I looked at that. We couldn't find the box by the tree. So I have a phone call into Green Mountain Power, into their, well, I don't know what his technical job term is or job title is, but he's the guy that comes out and looks at new services. So I don't know if we would be able to have it by the 28th. I would assume that we'd be able to, because it looks like we're going to have to either set a pole or run, so I think we can run some conduit across the top of the ground for a temporary service. But I'm waiting for that return phone call from Green Mountain Power
Okay.
to figure out the electric part of it. Now, that's not to be, you know, we certainly could, for the 28th, if that's a lockdown date, we certainly can have the tree decorated, and we certainly could have a generator set up to hook the tree up and have a ceremony on the 28th. That,
Right.
I think that's nice. And I'm sure we can find someone willing to bring their generator for that purpose. And
Right, I mean, I have a generator we can bring down. I'm just, the Green Mountain Power thing may take a little bit of time.
okay.
I'm not sure.
Well,
But-
there's a lot of enthusiasm around this already. We priced out lights, and the lights would belong to the town of Pownal ongoing. And they're the kinds of lights that are meant for like big city installations of Christmas lights. So they are totally about a couple $1,000, and
LED.
we're not asking the town to pay for it. We're looking for donations. So Joyce is receiving donations via check at the Pownal Historical Society, and I believe Tiffany's Winga is going to set up an online portal for online donations. These lights will be the town of Pownal's for years to come. We can do it. It's a first annual. Somebody is making a map of homes, people that want to participate and decorate their homes so people can go on light tours during this season. We're just trying to find ways to really bring some kind of light and joy and unity to Pownal. So that map will be made. We have an entire Facebook page that is just for this event and this project. And as soon as I have the board's approval, because it's on town-owned land, so I need your approval, and also that you want to own these lights. Once I have that, the Parks and Rec Committee has been helping, and it's all hands on deck at that point. And we'll just make a big thing happen. It won't really be, the board's not going to need to do anything. We're not asking for town money.
Right.
Okay.
Do we need a motion for that?
Yes.
I make a motion that, the select board grant permission to, is it to the Park and Recreation, Rebecca? Is that it's
a Pownal event, and it's the Pownal Historical Society and the Parks and Rec Committee.
So I make a motion that we allow the Pownal Historical Society and our Park and Rec Committee to continue with the process of a Christmas tree lighting at the big spruce tree on the town of Pownal Green on Center Street.
I'll second that.
Any other discussion? Bob,
Aye.
Mike,
Aye.
Jamie,
Aye.
Angie, aye.
All right, I'll have everything up on the website, on the Facebook page, everything probably tomorrow. So
Great.
people who want to donate can, or help or anything, it'll be there.
Okay, awesome. Are you all set, ma'am? Yes, okay. Moving on to the loan agreement for the Pownal landfill and amendment. I signed that today, correct?
Correct.
So do we need a motion?
Yeah.
Can I entertain a motion, please?
I make a motion that we execute the loan agreement for the landfill.
A second?
Second it.
Any further discussion? And that is until 2035, is that correct, Linda?
That's what I saw.
Yeah, 2035, we will be making payments for that. So that's a long time away. All right, so Bob,
Aye.
Mike,
Aye.
Jamie,
Aye.
Angie, I thank you.
Excuse me. Did you read my email that I need to have individual board signatures?
Yes, I did see it. We'll have to
Okay.
do it next summer in the office, I guess.
Yeah, it'll be on my desk in a folder that's clearly marked. Please come when you can. Sign where you see stickers.
Is it gonna be in the blue folder like normal?
No, honey. Manila.
Okay.
Manila.
You want them just to show up? You don't want them to contact you ahead of time? We just had this
Well, I
discussion.
I guess it would be nice to know if you're coming, but my schedule, I'm kind of in and out and all over too. If you could just, I need the majority of the board. It's what I need. So I only have one person today.
That's because of the Zoom meeting.
Yes.
It's
We'll
true.
get there.
Meeting.
Yes.
Well, we need to sign the warrants anyway.
Yes.
Yes.
Hmm.
They've been signed for release by Angie this evening, but yeah, I
Right,
you guys, you got to sign them all.
right.
Right. No problem.
Okay.
And most of us, not myself, but most of us have access to the building anyway, so we can go when no one's there, right?
Yes, that's why I wanted to leave it on my desk.
Hmm.
I don't care if you come on the weekend, as long as it's done by Monday, I'll be happy.
Okay. Thank you. Moving on to update on Green Mountain Racetrack.
All right, so that's me again. I have been in contact with Mr. Solar of Green Mountain Racetrack LLC, and he is working with the town, and he has a plan whereby he believes that the work will be done of the demolition of the building by the end of the calendar year. And I know the town wanted to just work with him and give him the time as long as he's showing forward progress on that. So he has been in contact with me about that. And he has also requested that I help him seek out grants for the asbestos abatement work. And I know that in the beginning of all of this, Mike had offered my services to him. And I told him that if he was willing to pay for that, for my hours, so the town wasn't paying for it, that I didn't see there being a problem. And so he asked me how much, and I said he should pay my overtime rate since it's additional to my work for the town. And as long as you guys approve that, I'm going to do about 10 hours of grant work for him, and he'll probably just send me a check individually. But it's, so I work, it's like a little side gig, but it's also beneficial to the town. As long as you guys are okay with doing it that way, I'm happy to help him to see if I can't get some money. It is beneficial to the town as well. But I obviously didn't want, it's not fair for the town to pay my hours doing that work for him. But if it helps move it forward, I'm happy to do it.
Okay.
So if you
I
guys,
think what's key here is the town is not involved, right? So the only way we're involved is, I think we're, and correct me if I'm wrong, Rebecca, you're just letting us know, since you're an employee of the town, that you have some extracurricular work, I guess.
I do have some extracurricular work. Originally, though, there was an original plan. The reason why this came up was because originally in the beginning, you guys had considered giving me some hours to help him so we can move it along. But, I just don't think it's right for the town to pay for that. So that's how I presented that to him. And I said, no, it's better that you pay my hours. But
And the only reason I asked the question is I want to make sure that the town was not officially involved in this.
no,
any
you
way.
are not officially involved in this. This is the only benefit to this, is that I have some town knowledge that I bring to it and can help with some language on the grant proposal, and it will help move it along, which is good for everyone here. It ultimately for the town to get this done, right?
Right.
So
That's our goal, to help to see him take care of the property.
yes, and but that's that. He's definitely showing forward motion on everything. And for now, my recommendation would be just to let him keep moving forward like that. And then if it stops, then we take action again.
Right. Okay.
I agree with that. Mr. Solar reached out to me this evening as well, just to give me an update on what his plans are and his timeline, and that he was in the process of moving forward with getting the building on the ground. Which I thought was a very positive thing. He hasn't reached out to us, up until recently. So I agree with Rebecca. I think let's let it go for now. Let's pull our health order back, so to speak, and let's work with the individual involved, and even in the future, whoever it may be. But if they're willing to work with us, let's go ahead and work with them. I think that's in our best interest.
Agree 100%.
Absolutely.
I just don't even want the perception that we have anything to do with it, other than agreeing to not go forward with any health order. The reason being is that I want to make sure that the town isn't liable for anything and that the town is not officially involved in any way. So that's, and I think everybody's saying the same thing, but I just want to make it clear.
Aside from assuring safety and health, the town has no involvement.
Right.
Exactly.
Yep. Okay, great. So then, we're gonna open up for public comment.
So if there's public comment, I'm looking for a hand to be raised. There's only two observers in, and neither one has their hand raised.
Okay, so then we need a motion to go into executive session for contractual.
Make a motion, we move to executive session for contractual.
Second,
Second.
Bob,
Aye.
Mike,
Aye.
Jamie,
Aye.
Angie, I. Okay, I just want to make a note that Mike made the motion to come out of executive, Bob seconded, and we are in regular session. Okay,
I'll make a motion that we increase the sheriff's budget on a trial basis to add an additional 5 hours through the end of the year, through December 31st.
that's per week, right, Bob?
Yes, I'm sorry. Our current contract is 30 hours per week. We want to increase that to 35 hours per week through the end.
Okay. Can I have
I'll
a second?
second that.
Any further discussion? Bob,
Aye.
Mike,
Aye.
Jamie,
Aye.
Angie, I. Okay, we need a motion to go back into executive session for contractual.
Make a motion, we move into executive session for contractual.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Okay, Bob,
Aye.
Mike,
Aye.
Jamie,
Aye.
Angie, I. Okay, we're back in regular session. Jamie made a motion to come out of executive session. Mike seconded. All was in favor. So we're back in regular session. Mike,
I make a motion for Rebecca to consult with our legal counsel after receiving an incomplete report from our forensic auditor.
Second that.
any further discussion? Bob,
Aye.
Mike,
Aye.
Jamie,
Aye.
Angie, I. So Rebecca, could you please take care of that Monday?
Yeah.
Thank you. Or not Monday, I meant tomorrow. I don't know what day it is.
Yep, I sure can.
All right, so we need another motion to go in executive session for personnel.
Make a motion, we move into executive session for personnel.
I need a second.
Second.
Bob,
Aye.
Mike,
Aye.
Jamie,
Aye.
Angie, I. Back in regular session, Mike made a motion to come out of executive, Jamie second, all was in favor. Jamie,
Yes. Our action item coming out of executive session tonight, we did our 90-day review on our executive secretary or executive administrator and our board liaison. And we just want to let people know that they continue to impress us and do a very good job. And the board liaison, we're bumping up to a 40-hour position from 23 hours,
29.
29. Okay, thank you. So keep up the good work, people.
yes, thank you, everybody. So
I make a
we're
motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
Bob,
Aye.
Aye.
Jamie,
Bye.
Angie, I. Thank you, everybody. Have a